we are up close and personal today. Okay, so welcome back to another Millennial in-depth video. This is going to be a nice, quick, short, easy, simple, cute video. I don't know. As the title tells, this isn't going to be financially centered. This is going to be around teacher life. I get a lot of DMs asking me teacher questions, but then I do teacher videos and then they flop. So I'm conflicted. So this is why this is going to be really quick. So a lot of people have been asking how to be a successful teacher, especially at the high school level. So I'm an English teacher. I teach high school in New York. And I think, so being a teacher is really hard. As you can see in the video that I posted a while ago, my one successful teacher video. And so many comments were like, you need to talk about teaching positively and you need to give people hope. And teaching's hard, and I never wanted it to seem like teaching was easy, and I didn't want it to seem like I was ungrateful for being a teacher. That's not the case. I am very grateful, and I think that the reason I've been so successful as a teacher is because I follow this mantra, these tips. So the first thing to being a successful teacher is to being organized AF. You need to really be on your game, organized with your grading schedule, organized with your lesson planning, organized with your grading, because teaching, once you walk into the classroom, once September starts, you are on go. There's really never ever any downtime. So if you're not really good at time management and organization, it's going to be really difficult for you to, one, be successful, and two, to have a life outside of the classroom. Another thing that's really important if you want to be a successful teacher, that is being open to new ideas and experiences, which is the advice that I gave my students, my graduating seniors, that you really need to be open to new ideas, new ways of lesson planning, new ways of incorporating different activities, new lessons in the classroom in general. You really just need to be open, and that means really attending successful, useful professional development and really learning and understanding that your way is not the only way that works, and your way is not the, what is happening with my hair? Your way is not the only way that can be highly effective. So I think that's really what's helped me be successful, is when I go to these PDs or when I hear my colleagues talk, I'm really able to take in the information and put my own spin on it. Of course, make it my own, but try new things. And that leads into the next tip. You really can't be afraid to fail. I taught AP literature for the first time this year, and I felt like I was failing the entire school year. Just because I felt like I didn't have a grasp on the material and the units and the whatever, but I never let that stop me from trying something, especially all these new things that I was learning on these PDs. So I was open to experiences, and I was open to failure as well, you know, and the kids like when you show that you're human. They appreciate you messing up or owning up to your mistakes, and that makes them feel comfortable owning up to their own mistakes as well. The next tip that I would offer as a teacher to be successful is to create connections in the building with your colleagues and your administration and your students, right? Life and humanity is all about connections. We are community. We like to be around people, which is why remote teaching has been so difficult for many students and many teachers, because we like to be around people. So it can be really difficult, and it will just make your job so much harder, and it will just make you feel isolated and alienated and alone if you don't open yourself to feedback from your administration, if you don't open yourself to ideas from your colleagues, you know, talking, just hearing something that they tried in their class or a book that they taught in their class, and definitely creating and building connections, real life connections with your students, asking how their day was, asking how their weekend was, listening to them, creating some sort of connection with like shows that you both might like, or movies or experiences that you guys have had that are similar. Those things really are important, and they really matter, because so many times I've been able to reach students in so many different levels simply just talking about a Game of Thrones episode or a Harry Potter or anything else that we connect with, because it's real, it's authentic, it's something that I like, it's something that I can talk about, it's something that they enjoy. So yeah, every day is not going to be fun and roses, and we're not going to love talking about Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet, but once you create those sort of connections, you can really, go along for the ride for the next 10 months, because they'll really stand up for you, and there's no greater way to prove that your students really love you than when your administrators come in for like an observation, and you both know that lesson sucks, but your kids will ride for you, and they will answer questions, and they will do all sorts of things that they usually don't do on the regular, because they respect you and you guys have a connection. And the last, I wanted to keep this, sorry, it's 6 minutes. The last advice that I have for being a successful teacher at any level, but especially at the high school level, is really just taking ego out of it. I think a lot of times as educators, because, we've gone through so much schooling, especially when you're an older educator. And I don't mean older age-wise. I mean like you've been teaching for a longer amount of time, because I've been teaching for 10 years, and I don't think I am old. I am. But when you've been teaching for a really long time, and when you're really passionate about your craft, and you have all these connections to the literature and the curriculum and the things that you love about whatever subject you're teaching, ego can really creep in and ruin everything that's amazing about teaching. So when you let your ego creep in, you're not open to new experiences. You're not open to failing. You're not open to creating connections. And I don't know about you, but ego can be very blinding, and it can make it really difficult to be organized in any sense of the way, because I know best, right? I'm the greatest. So those are really just the things that I wanted to come on and say that I think are really helpful and beneficial if you are going into teaching, or if you are already a teacher and just need a little refresher to start your next school year in September. But yeah, that's it. Don't let this video flop. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Have a good day. Have a good week. That's my teacher spiel, I think. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.